we heartily welcome you into our midst. Digital house numbering is a system where each house or property is assigned a unique digital identifier, often a number displayed on a physical plate for easier identification and location. This system will facilitate various services like mail and parcel delivery and emergency services. The committee is using Geographic Informative System GIS survey to implement this digital house numbering at Phezoucha, Rhüba. For 7 to 8 years, we have been dreaming and planning to have this digital house numbering system. And today, we are happy that we could achieve this milestone through the concerted effort given by our colony president, Engineer Lo and his team, with the guidance and support from my fellow friend and co-convener of our digital house numbering system, Mr. Phezoucha. Through his initiative, we could manage to come out with this digital house numbering system. Without further ado, I would like to call upon our pastor, Bendam, pastor of New Capital Baptist Church, to invoke God's blessing.
121, iniga say, verse 2 and 3. Amiga po, my help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot sleep. He who watches over you will not slumber. New Testament day, Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. Iniga say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So kasi Korea aroho niya ko dili sorry ang so yes ami pratana ko yes. Hallelujah. Dear God and Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for this wonderful evening.
Our Phezoucha Rhüba digital house numbering committee. He is the main architect of our colony digital house numbering system, and he brought all his expertise to do all the work for us. So now I'm trying to Phezoucha to give a report about our house numbering system.
The objectives, the aim of the project, the objectives, the progress, and how we have arrived at this point. The objective of our house numbering project is for efficient management and at fostering a safe and secure living environment of this concept for the community. We have some specific objectives which have been discussed, and one community is prepared among the council members and also the committee. The important area is the management of the colony. To create a dynamic database for all houses, geotag them, and give a unique identification mark for each and every building. Maintain a database of every household in this community. Ease of identification of the houses in the form of visitors or whoever wants to come to our respective houses. And in this specifically for the emerging e-business and online shopping, visiting our houses for online delivery. Database to contain basic identity of the household. We have mainly Aadhaar has been seeded to this format, contact number. This is to also prevent or to help the colony officials to track in terms of what is situation. Ease of issuing resident certificate, collection of utility fees like sanitation fees and others, ease of management of colony council, and finally, and the most important, all buildings, cost information to upload to open platforms like Google Map, OSM, and other freely available open source maps. So this will be the second phase. The steps that we have adopted are we are using the geospatial technology, integrating GIS and remote sensing techniques. Map and digitized block boundaries for 6 digital blocks guided by established landmarks and historical practices of the colony or the health or the specifically the LKL historical data or the historical practices like footpaths and roads and drainages. Digitized sectors within the blocks. 4 sectors in each block are decided to be taken. So accordingly we have digitized, we have demarcated 4 sectors in each block. Building blocks were digitized in the GIS platform. Building numbers were randomly generated initially, which was given to the integrator for collecting of the information or detailed data of the household member and the occupants. House-to-house survey conducted by integrator. Data on survey buildings, including detail of owner, tenants, were gathered and reported in the database. The numbering of houses are being carried out following a consistent pattern, beginning or starting from the north to south. As of now, the area that we have demarcated based on the land belonging to the care or the area belonging to the council by LKL, which was land at 10.31 square kilometers. This is a very significant, very big area if you compare with the KMC area, the one area. It is almost 1.5 or 1.7 square kilometers lesser than KMC only. So this is a very big area. And we hope that this colony or this council will emerge as one of the parallel townships for the neighborhood with KMC. Six numbers of blocks were identified, and within the 6 blocks, four sectors each were mapped, totally the 24 sectors in 6 blocks. Number of buildings mapped so far. We have 2,345 mapped. Now this is exclusive of the building blocks which are within the area. So that will still continue. Total number of buildings data collected so far is 893, which are being entered into our database now. Block boundary is 6, traditional boundaries, drainage system, road footpaths, secondary to assembly bridge, divide the block from east and west. Sector within the blocks were divided into 4. House preparing start from north or south to north. House survey. Physical survey within the printed format was used. detailed information entered in database. Database information linked to geospatial data. So this is the progress so far. And in the next phase, after each and every building is being numbered and data being linked to the database, the house data will be linked to the online platform. So this will be decided by the colony or the council. What are the data that will be made available to the public domain, which will be restricted because of the security reasons. So here, this is the format. Very fortunately, our Bengal, our pastor is here. This is how we have used our collection of data. And this will be kept as the official report. And in the future, this will not be a very static thing. It will be dynamic and updation will take place from time to time. So, from the multimedia, picture has already been shown. This is the more boundary. This is the summary. You are seeing some right here. And this is block number 1 starts from here. Block number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So north to south. This is the LDK. This is a map indicating the blocks of the 6 blocks, and within 6 blocks, the sector demarcations are being shown here. These are based on the landmarks, the footpaths, the roads, and also the traditional footpath we call in India as Phezoucha also. So this is how it has been done. So far, we have concentrated only on the yellow portion, where yellows are the building footprints, and we are concentrating only on the yellow portion. But with the natural boundaries and the area that has the potential for growth, we have given as extension. So this portion is marked as block 2 extension, and this portion is marked as block 3 extension. Similarly, here in block 1, after we initiate the work, we are given, we are asked to also cover this portion from the block east. So we will be taking this, this area also. This is how the visualization exercise looks like. This is block number 4. This is block number 5. And the buildings were digitized, assigned with a digital value, which is random. And this is the detail of how we have made the building so far. This is a finished product. So far we have, this is the block number 1, sector A. So this has already been done. So this is how the final output will look like. Oh, sorry, this is the final output. This is the pre-assigned final building blocks, which is digitally created with numbers, random numbers. After sorting out and verification of the buildings and entering the data, this is the final house building that will appear like this. So far we have been progressing with a lot of challenges. This is a model that we have created for block 1, sector A. So there is a brief presentation of how we have been making, aggregating the data, and how the final output will be utilized for the governance and management of the colony in terms of household and this data.
Thank you, President Katzer, for your short and insightful presentation. Now we shall proceed with the launching of our digital house numbering. For this, I would like to request our special guest, Sri Rhüba, to kindly come forward and launch our digital house numbering.
I congratulate Phezoucha for launching of this digital we have all of us probably want this video was made for this Phezoucha community.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving your precious time and launching this digital house numbering system. Now we will have a short time of presentation. First, we'd like to call upon our special guest, Sri Rhüba, to kindly accept a small token from our Phezoucha Rhüba. Next, Sir Aye Dome, your presence shows that you have a parental care for our colony, so we would like to give a small token. Now we shall proceed to the next program, that is speech by Chairman of ECB Council, Sir Aye Dome. Sir, please thank you.
I bring greetings to you from Alcal, descending on my village. And one wishes Phezoucha, Rhüba. It is in our local language. Rhüba, this Phezoucha Rhüba is one of the 16 Rhüba of Alcal. We have 16 Rhüba. And when we talk about Rhüba or the Rhüba, it is much bigger than a colony. I tried to find it in English, but I couldn't find the right word. So under a Rhüba, there will be 4 or 5 colonies, or even more as per the size. So it is a kind of a small village in itself, with all the facilities and the population, households. So, as we have seen in the picture already, that you are covering about 10.31 kilometers. That is quite a huge. And the Phezoucha colony, taking a household numbering like this is no job. This is an massive thing. Because we have seen in your presentation that house-to-house survey was also there. So doing house-to-house survey, if there were 100 houses, you go 100 times on this offer. It's never like that. Because to some of the residents, you have to visit 3-4 times because you couldn't get the right person. There may be children there may be a wife there, but who could not give you the feedback. So you have to visit 3-4 times a house. So what you are doing is really massive, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Your exercise, this will in turn be a very helpful thing for our health and in turn even for lovers. Because we are contemplating on doing this kind of things, and also for census of our health and even community. Now, you have already done or already going on with your exercise in your colony. So later on, when the care or the village comes up with a program like this, then we don't need to revisit your colony, your Rhüba, because you already have it. And later, I want to make a request to you also. When the other Rhüba try to come up with such an exercise, then please do assist with your expertise and your experience. You already have experience. Now, you are still ongoing, as I have come to know in some parts. So, yes, there are some parts where the boundary has to be discussed and matter has to be settled. Only after that, your land will become clear. So, I think it will be done very soon. And I really appreciate your exercise, because unless you give your effort, unless the colony people come hand in hand, this kind of exercise is really not important. And when you are trying to do something good, there is always tuck and do. I'm sure you have some time of those things. Even when you say you are doing good things for the society, for the community, still, we people have different mindset. We have different ideologies. So you will never be able to satisfy everyone fully. Or your ideology will never fully satisfy me. So, and those people who are complaining, they do not know how to come to conclusion. And that is their problem, not your problem. They have the problem, they have the difficulty of even sleeping, I think. But their problem, it's okay, go on with the good things, what you have already done. Because being a human being, you will always face those kind of things. Now, we have to be accommodative. This particularly, I'm talking to my health people or Kohima village people. Being capital city, you have to be accommodative. You have to live together with others in harmony. Many a times we hear we have to learn to live together in harmony. Learning part is already gone. We no more have to learn. We should act. We have to do. We have to kick off. No more learning. We have to come up with the action. When I say accommodating, though we have to be accommodating, but one thing I want all of you to know, and even for you to spread it on, and especially the Phezoucha Council and the youth organization. LCAL is accommodating, but we don't endorse illegal immigrants. Any illegal immigrants, we don't endorse. And we do not allow them to give them rents to stay or works to do. Because of this, many a times our care, our youth, they are bombarded saying that they are too much. But this is an endorsement of the FEO and the directive of Kohima Village Council. We have not come up with this by the KEL only, by the KEL itself. No. We are doing what we are told to do. And why we are doing this? Because of our descendants. I don't have to explain. If too much explanation, then I will get into trouble also. When I say illegal immigrants, I think you know. We can learn. We don't have to explain. We can learn by looking at the neighboring states, by looking at the world. When you try to accommodate these people, they come, they keep on coming and coming and coming. And what happens? Afterwards, your descendants will find no place to stay in the homeland. This is the biggest trouble that so many places, settlements are facing. So, if we are doing something for our descendants, for our children, then we will keep on doing. We will not stop it. Whatever the people may say, you try to think of your descendants, I will try to think of my descendants. You work for your descendants, I will work for my descendants. You protect your descendants, I will protect my descendants. I think it should be like that. So, today, though we are doing to our level best to be accommodative, sometimes you may come into some kind of trouble and problems with our local people. Because at times, some drunken revelers, they create trouble. And this gives us so much problem to the leaders of the village, to the KELs. And we try to be accommodative in the sense, we try to make our place a better place for everyone to stay. And when we talk about that, whatever little things we can do for a better place, we do that. Let me cite one thing. The traffic problems, we all know. Such a horrible traffic. We all know. You will never get in time to attend unless you go there early before an hour or two. You will not get in time to your station D. So, with the permission of the DC, in collaboration with the DC, our youth, they come to our town to see to the easy movement of the traffic. We have some of our youth trained by the government to become a member of the QRT, Quick Response Team. What are these youth doing? They are doing things accordingly, legally, to help the government, to help the citizen. Whenever there are some kind of troubles, calamity, natural calamity happens, some thefts happening, then these youth, QRT team, they go and help the government. And these so-called keyboard warriors, they started writing so much about our youth that we are taking the law into our own hands. But I think these people are those who do not come out, or those who do not stay in Kohima. Those people who stay in Kohima, I think you will know. Whenever our youth come after the traffic, that day the traffic flow will be much better. I'm not undermining our traffic police, no. But the traffic police alone could not do much, could not do all. So, being the local indigenous people here, we try to come and help the citizens. The capital is for everyone, but the land belongs to us. So, in order for everyone to stay safe and have a better place, we come into action. But we are misconstrued, we are misunderstood many times. Yes, sometimes, at some point, some of our youth, they misbehave. They do things wrong. We are not endorsing those things. We say wrong things are wrong. If it should be punished, it has to go under punishment. But many a times, one or two of these such incidents will be blown out of focus, as if the other side do not have such times, as if the other side do not have any trouble with the youth. I'm not trying to point my finger to anyone. So, another incident. I was called one night somewhere 8 or 9 p.m. just up there. Some workshops are going on. So they said, we have caught somebody who is trying to destroy everything, challenging everyone, beating up somebody. And he said he's from LK. Okay, then I'll come. I went, I was talking to him. He was not that drunk also. Maybe he has taken something, but quite okay. And then he was in such a mood as if to get into fight anytime. So I said, whose son are you? He said somebody's name. And that somebody happens to be from my church. But after talking for some time, he was speaking fluent Canadian with the accent of the blackness. But after talking with him for some time, I could get somewhere that he's not from our village. Then somebody said, I know his brother is staying somewhere lower by other. We sent somebody to call his brother. When his brother came, they started talking in their own language, in their own tongue. I will not mention the tribe, but it is from the Kohima group. Another incident, just 2 years back, one of the Kohima village council members, he called me up during that time. He said, Sir Chairman, we have caught somebody who is destroying things in some shops. And when we called him, he said, he belongs to Calcutta. Then, have you asked about his father and all? They said, it seems his father's name is like that. So, maybe from my Calcutta, I could not get the name. Okay, if it is like that, what is his name, his father's name? I note it down. Okay, I will get in touch with you after some time. So I started calling some people from the village. While doing that phone, the person who called me came back. And he said, I'm sorry, it seems that he is not from your camp, nor from our family. We have come to know now. We have checked on him, everything. We have checked his background, everything. And we have come to know that he is from another tribe. That is also Kohima group under Kohima. I will not mention that. Here, why I am saying this, we have, Kohima village, or LKL for that matter, we have our own share of problems, our own share of drunkards, revelers. Then, many a times, these are two things I cited, there are many. And many a times, people from the Tehillim group or any other, they act as if they are from Kohima village. They will do things, they will try to destroy things, they will beat up somebody, and I'm from Kohima village. I think many of those things are not, has gone undetected. So I'm not trying to cover the bad things that my village has done. No. But these things are adding to our miseries. So why I'm trying to say this is for you to understand. Now, as far as healthcare is concerned, we will always try to be accommodating to everyone for a harmony, to have a harmonic living together. Anytime staying in our jurisdiction, anytime, if anything that you have to report to us, please do so. We are there to help out. We are there to assist you. So feel free to report to us. Feel free to report to the colonies so that we will take action, whatever we do. Thank you so much for listening to me, for giving me your attention.
Sarai and Dome for giving us a positive note on digital house numbering and being so supportive to Rhüba. We hope and pray that God will continue to give you good health and we will still be needing your assistance in the days to come. Now we have come to the most important part of our program. Tonight we are so much privileged and honored to have Sri Rampukutul Nudi, Additional Deputy Commissioner of Kohima, as our special guest. So I give time to our special guest to deliver his speech.
Today, as you all know, my DC is supposed to be attending this program because of, as mentioned earlier, because of some family problems, we have to rush down to Moscow this morning. So he requested me to represent him in this program. So I am here on behalf of my DC. As we heard about, this is, as we all know, one of the fastest growing Rhüba, fastest growing colony in Kohima district. Whereas we know all the important offices are now concentrated in this particular Rhüba, and also most of the, I would say, the elite class, most of the high-ranking officers are settled here. So this has the potential to develop as one of the fastest developing colony Rhüba in our town, which can set an example. So in whatever innovative ideas that we introduce, we can set an example for the other colonies, other wards to follow. So I congratulate this Phezoucha on this important program today on the common learning of this digital house numbering. This will go a long way, as mentioned earlier, in assisting the government also in more ways than one, in making our keeping record of our habitations, as well as in our census work, as well as in identification of the houses in our localities. So, with the successful implementation of this program in the Phezoucha, I'm hopeful that the other colonies will also follow suit, which eventually will help all of us in making our town progress in the right direction. If you look at our town, the Kohima town and also Kohima district generally, there are many areas that contribute to the concern, that many areas that needs improvement. And just last year we have the Army Control Police election. The election was, as we all know, it was conducted with much enthusiasm, much expectation.
if you look at the position of most of our town council or even our municipal councils, there seems to be a sort of a distribution line, mostly because of the shortage of funds, scarcity of resources. Because Nagaland, as you know, we have many peculiarities, and we are facing problem in the generation of resources. Because we cannot impose property tax, or land tax, and even toll tax has been now been banned in our state. So with the scarcity and the resource crunch, most of our town councils and our local bodies are feeling difficult to work for the benefit of our people. The only resource that most town councils are depending on is the nominal sanitation fees that we are imposing. So these are the problems that we are facing. And but gradually we are hopeful that with assistance from the direct with the government also, and that gradually our people also fall in line, that we will move in the right direction to bring about modern amenities for our people, and also our towns and our local bodies will also move to develop our towns and cities on par with the rest of the country. As I understand, this Rhüba is currently exposed outside the KMC jurisdiction, but most likely with the growing population, with the growing agitation, it is most likely to be absorbed into our KMC jurisdiction also, and with municipal council jurisdiction. And as I mentioned earlier, not only in the production of this house numbering, digital house numbering, but also in the future also, Rhüba will take the initiative to use many innovative schemes and innovative programs that will set a good example for the others to follow. We look forward to your leadership, and we are happy that we have many proactive, many dynamic leaders here who are settled here in this particular Rhüba. So we will be looking forward to your guidance, to your leadership, and hopefully with the successful implementation of this digital house numbering here in our Rhüba, this will set an example for others to follow. On behalf of our district administration, today congratulate the Phezoucha on the launching of this program. We will be looking forward in the future also that we will come up with new innovative schemes that will guide our town in the right direction, and also to assist the government in whatever schemes and programs that we introduce. So with these few words, I proclaim my duties to all of you, and I also thank the organizers for allowing us to be part of this program, this important program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sparing your time for this launching program and sharing your insightful on the developments that are taking up in Kohima town, and encouraging us and motivating us as we proceed further for the development of our Phezoucha Rhüba. Now we shall give time to Engineer Tekele Tika to pronounce the word of thanks.
Very good evening to everyone. First of all praise and glory to our living God for His blessing upon us. It's my pleasure to express my heartfelt gratitude for the successful launch of this Phezoucha digital house numbering program. I would like to thank Sri Rhüba ATC Kohima for your valuable presence and launching our Phezoucha digital house numbering project a grand success. Thank you so much, sir. I also would like to thank Sir I.E.M. Gome Chairman City Council, for your encouraging word and for your advices that given to our community. We look forward for your guidance in future. I would like to thank Mr. Bendam, Pastor, New Capital Baptist Church, for invoking God's blessing, and with your blessing, I hope and pray that we will have a blessing community in the future, in the days to come. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our technical team, led by Sir Betty Katsu and his team, for their tireless effort and bringing this innovative initiative to fruition. Your dedication and vision have been instrumental in making this Phezoucha digital house numbering project a reality. Sir, thank you so much. I also take this privilege to thank our press and media fraternity. We will have more time together. I would also like to thank all the partakers for your contribution in making this program a grand success. I'm presenting here and made it even a memorable one. I'm confident that Phezoucha digital house numbering project will bring positive change and contribute significantly to the betterment of our community. Thank you all.
With that, we have come to the end of our Phezoucha Rhüba digital house numbering program, and I thank all the members who spare time for this August gathering.